Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL world lately, you know that the AFC North is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing divisions this season. And right at the heart of this shakeup, there's some news that could redefine the Steelers' trajectory, especially as they push for another deep playoff run. We're talking about a recent move that's been creating quite the buzz, involving the New York Jets, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the potential impact on both teams' strategies moving forward. This isn't just about a player swap. It's about a strategic shift in how the Steelers might leverage their offense and how the Jets are rethinking their roster to maximize their draft picks. Let's start by setting the scene. The Jets, after a rough start to the season, sitting at 1-5, have found themselves in a bit of a crossroads. Their offense, which was supposed to be bolstered by the veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers, has been somewhat stagnant. Rodgers, although still an elite passer, has completed just 58% of his passes, with a total of 5 touchdowns against 8 interceptions. That's not the kind of production you'd expect from someone with his pedigree, especially considering the Jets' aspirations for playoff success. They're sitting with some cap space, about $16 million, and they're looking to make moves that can help them tighten up their offense, especially on the offensive line, which has been allowing an alarming 4.2 sacks per game. It's clear that they're prioritizing protecting Rodgers, who's still capable of making big plays, but needs a little help up front. On the other side, the Steelers are quietly sitting at 4.2, and they're looking to capitalize on their current momentum. They've got a solid core, especially with their young and talented receiver, Metcalf, who has been a consistent threat on the outside. But what they've been missing is that extra size and red zone presence that can turn close games into wins. That's where this deal comes into play. The Steelers, with around $8 million in cap space, have decided to make a strategic move by acquiring Lazard from the Jets. Now, Lazard might not be a household name for everyone, but make no mistake, he's a player with a lot of potential, especially in the right system. He's an undrafted guy from 2018, but he's developed into a reliable target, and he's got some impressive numbers this season. In just 6 games, Lazard has already contributed 18 receptions for 245 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging nearly 10 yards per catch, with a YAC of 9.8, and he's been a top 25 receiver according to PFF with a score of 82.6. Those aren't just numbers, they're a testament to his ability to be a reliable, versatile receiver. What makes Lazard particularly interesting is his profile as a red zone threat. Standing at 65, he's got the size and contested catch ability that can make a real difference in tight situations. His career stats include over 200 yards and 25 touchdowns, with a 58% contested catch rate. Plus, he's shown flashes of brilliance in jump balls, converting about 70% of those opportunities. Injuries have slowed him down a bit. He had a minor shoulder injury in Week 3 of 2025 but returned fully, and last year, an ankle issue limited him to just 12 games. Still, when healthy, Lazard's impact is undeniable. His average per year has been around 600 yards, and he's a good run blocker too, with an 85% grade in blocking, which adds value for a team like the Steelers that likes to run the ball and set up play action. Now, why does this move make so much sense? Well, the Jets, with their cap space and their focus on building a stronger offensive line, are clearly prioritizing protecting their quarterback and developing their core. Their decision to trade Lazard for a 4th-round pick in 2026 is about more than just cap space. It's a strategic move to focus on younger players and draft capital, especially as they aim to extend Garrett Wilson's contract and build around him as their primary receiver. Meanwhile, the Steelers see Lazard as the perfect addition for their red zone offense. With Metcalf already providing speed and vertical threats, Lazard's size and contested catch ability can create mismatch nightmares for defenses. Imagine the combination: Lazard working as a red zone tower alongside Metcalf. That's a recipe for more touchdowns and more consistent scoring in critical moments. For the Steelers, adding Lazard could mean an extra 700 yards over the course of the season, significantly boosting their offense's efficiency. His presence is projected to improve quarterbacks' EPA, expected points added, in the red zone from 0.20 to approximately 0.35, and his TD rate could increase by around 14%. That's huge for a team that's already competitive but needs that extra push in close games. Plus, Lazard's ability to win jump balls at a 70% success rate makes him a perfect target for those high-pressure situations, where just a slight edge can swing the game's outcome. But that's not all. Let's talk about the chemistry side of things. Lazard, having played alongside Rodgers in the past, particularly during their time with the Jets, could quickly adapt to the Steelers' offense and fit seamlessly into their system. This familiarity could accelerate his integration and provide an immediate boost. When Lazard was with Rodgers in New York, they connected for a total of 7 touchdowns across 2022 and 2023, which highlights their natural on-field chemistry. This familiarity is a significant advantage for the Steelers, especially as they look to maximize their offensive potential. On the defensive side of the ball, the Steelers remain a tough unit, but this move is primarily about bolstering their offense. The AFC North is known for its physical, grind-it-out style, and with the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns all fielding tough defenses, Pittsburgh needs reliable weapons. Lazard's addition, combined with the development of other offensive pieces, could give them that extra edge in the red zone and help sustain drives longer. It's about creating a multi-layered threat, making it harder for defenses to plan against them. Now, let's shift gears and look at the bigger picture. The betting odds have shifted significantly since this news broke. The Super Bowl odds have moved from +1.0 to +650, according to PointsBet. That's a notable jump, reflecting the increased confidence in the Steelers' potential to make a deeper playoff run. And with Lazard coming into the fold, especially as a familiar target for Rodgers, the chemistry on the field could be one of the key factors that propels Pittsburgh into serious championship contention. They're already a team that's been building momentum, and this move just adds fuel to that fire. And it's not just about the present. The Steelers are looking ahead, thinking about how to build a roster that can sustain success year after year. Adding Lazard is part of that plan. It's about finding players who can fit into their culture, step into key roles quickly, and help them compete at the highest level. The AFC North is unforgiving, with teams like Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland all vying for supremacy, but Pittsburgh has always been a team that adapts and evolves. Their coaching staff, led by Mike Tomlin, is known for making strategic in-season moves that keep the team competitive. This trade is a perfect example of that philosophy in action. But what about the other side? The Jets, despite their skepticism from the betting community, who have given them +28.0 odds to make the playoffs, are clearly prioritizing draft capital and roster flexibility. They're focusing on building their offensive line, which has been allowing too many sacks, and they're willing to part ways with a talented receiver like Lazard to do so. Their goal is to develop a more sustainable offense in the long run, even if it means sacrificing some immediate production. It's a bold strategy, and only time will tell if it pays off. Meanwhile, the Steelers are seizing the opportunity to capitalize on Lazard's skill set, especially with their current roster and the chemistry they're aiming to build between Rodgers and the receivers. As we approach the NFL trade deadline, set for November 4th, this move might just be the first of several that shake up the AFC landscape. The Steelers, with their solid 4-2 record, are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and adding a player like Lazard could be the difference-maker in tight playoff races. They've got the talent, the coaching, and now, with Lazard, a proven red zone target who can help them close out games. It's about making those critical plays when it counts and turning those opportunities into victories. So, what does all of this mean for the Steelers and their fans? It's an exciting time. The team is making moves that signal their intent to contend, to push deep into the postseason, and to challenge the division rivals. The chemistry between Rodgers and Lazard, as well as their combined experience, could unlock new levels for this offense. If Lazard can replicate or even improve upon his past production, especially in contested catches and red zone targets. Pittsburgh's offense will become even more dynamic. And with Metcalf drawing attention on the outside, Lazard's size and reliability could open up lanes for other receivers, including Calvin Austin III, who could benefit from the extra space and fewer drops. Now, thinking about the long-term implications, this move also signals a shift in the Steelers' approach. They've historically been a team that values toughness, fundamentals, and smart roster management. Bringing Lazard into the fold complements those principles. It's about building a balanced, multi-layered offense that can adapt to various game situations. And with their current defense holding strong, this added offensive punch could very well be what pushes them over the edge against the AFC's best teams. In terms of expectations, Steelers fans should be optimistic. This move not only provides immediate help, but also signals that the team is serious about making a playoff push and maybe even more. The AFC North is highly competitive, but Pittsburgh has the talent and now a clear plan to strengthen their offense. The addition of Lazard, especially given his previous chemistry with Rodgers, could turn out to be one of those moves that is remembered as pivotal for this season. And don't forget, the trade deadline is just around the corner, on November 4th, so keep your eyes peeled. More surprises could be coming. And remember, this is a dynamic story that's still unfolding. The NFL is unpredictable, and injuries, coaching decisions, and game day performances can change everything overnight. But if there's one thing that's clear, it's that the Steelers are positioning themselves for a serious run, and Lazard's addition is a big part of that puzzle. They're building a roster that can compete at multiple levels, and they're doing it with strategic moves that reflect their commitment to excellence. Whether Lazard becomes a key player in their playoff push or not, his presence alone sends a message that the Steelers are in it to win it, and they're not afraid to make bold moves to get there. So, Steelers fans, get ready for an exciting ride. The next few weeks could be crucial as the team integrates Lazard into their system and continues to chase that elusive sixth Super Bowl title. This move might just be the one that tips the scales in their favor, especially in tight games where a big catch, a contested grab, or a clutch touchdown can make all the difference. The AFC North is heating up, and Pittsburgh is stepping into the spotlight with a renewed sense of purpose and strategic aggression. Stay tuned, keep supporting your team, and let's see how this story unfolds. The Steelers are not just playing for today, they're playing for a future filled with hope, grit, and that classic Pittsburgh Steel resilience. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the trade deadline looms large, and the Steelers are clearly making their moves with a purpose. The addition of Lazard isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about enhancing their offensive identity and giving their quarterback, Rodgers, a reliable target who can help them convert in the red zone and extend drives. This is especially critical given their current standing and the tight margins in the AFC playoff picture. Pittsburgh has always been known for their grit, their defense, and their ability to adapt. Now, with Lazard in the mix, they're adding a new dimension to their attack that could make all the difference in the postseason. And let's not forget the bigger picture in the AFC. The conference is stacked with talent. Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Baltimore all have legitimate shots at the title. But Pittsburgh, with their strong defense and now an improved offense, is positioning themselves as a dark horse. If Lazard can replicate his past success, particularly in contested catch situations and in the red zone, the Steelers' scoring efficiency could skyrocket. That could be the difference in close playoff games where every possession counts. The team's chemistry, combined with this strategic addition, makes their outlook more promising than ever. So, what's next? Well, the Steelers will continue to evaluate their roster, possibly making more moves before the deadline. But for now, the focus is on integrating Lazard into their offensive system, building chemistry with Rodgers, and capitalizing on their current momentum. This isn't just about a single player. It's about a team that's committed to winning, no matter the obstacles. Their fans have every reason to be excited, because this move shows that the organization is serious about competing at the highest level and making a real push for that elusive seventh Super Bowl. In closing, Steelers fans, this is a moment of opportunity. The team's future is being shaped right now, and Lazard's arrival could be one of those defining moments of the season. It's about resilience, strategy, and seizing the moment. The AFC North will be intense, but Pittsburgh is ready to rise to the challenge. Keep your eyes on the team, support them through thick and thin, and remember, football is a game of inches, and this move might just give the Steelers those extra inches they need to claim victory in the playoffs. The journey continues, and it's going to be an exciting ride to see how they capitalize on this opportunity. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you think Lazard will be the X factor that pushes the team further into the playoffs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Let's keep this community strong, passionate, and always ready for the next big thing. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Steelers.